Husband and wife. That's what Latisha James and her father wrote on their mortgage application in 1983. Not father and daughter, not co-signers, number husband and wife and folks. That's not just a clerical error. That's a political career built on fiction, and it's just the beginning. On a crisp Tuesday morning in D.C., beneath the Capitol dome, the cameras clicked, the buzz was real, and the podium bore the seal of Congress. Elise Stefanik stood front and center, flanked by Representative Byron Donalds. No preambles, no formalities. She looked directly at the press and said it. The woman who claims to defend democracy started her financial life by marrying her father on paper. And that's not the end of it. That's the root of it. Gasps from the room, murmurs from staffers in the back. Journalists didn't know whether to check their notes or their pulse. And then she dropped the file. A hard copy, real paper, yellowed, signed in blue ink. Cadillac funding, $30,000. Brooklyn, New York. Robert James, husband. Latisha James, wife. Same day, other forms list him as her father. She let that sit in the air for a moment, then added with a half smile, so, which story's true? Or maybe the truth depends on the interest rate. Behind her, Byron Donalds stepped forward, stone-faced. Latisha James made a name for herself calling Trump a fraud. But that's the thing about people obsessed with calling others liars. They're usually covering something up. And just like that, the whole room shifted. This wasn't about Trump anymore. This was about her. Was it desperation from a 24-year-old in a tough lending environment? Maybe. Was it deceit, cleverly packaged as ambition? That's what Elise was here to ask. And not just Elise, but the nation. Because now documents were hitting daylight. Because now the party of truth and transparency had something in its closet. And this wasn't just any closet. This was the New York Attorney General's closet. She went after Trump's tax records, Byron said. We're going after her mortgage. The room fell into a hush again. Elise closed her file, raised her eyebrows ever so slightly, and leaned into the mic. You wanted equal justice? Let's start with equal paperwork. Immediately, every conservative outlet replayed it. Latisha married her dad? Splashed across the Daily Caller. Fraud on day one? Headlined Breitbart. MSNBC scrambled. CNN looked the other way. But the viewers at home, they weren't turning their eyes away, they were turning the volume up. And for the MAGA faithful, one thing was clear. If this was smoke, it sure smelled a lot like fire.